games. And please let me know whether the game sound is an appropriate volume or not. I'm going to boost that to 50%, and hopefully that will be very, very great. And xenophobic, Chaos Theory has not made it into Masters playing random. He made it into Masters as Terran and has played Terran for a long time, but he's gotten very frustrated with the metagame recently, and so has started to play random because he wants to experiment with Korthaz and Zerg and whatnot. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have our first game. It is going to be between our random player, Chaos Theory, in the bottom left-hand corner as the green Protoss. He did spawn as Protoss this game. And we have in the top right-hand corner our orange Zerg player, Korthaz, and he is indeed a top 8 Masters, no less. So, this should shape up to be a pretty good game, especially seeing as he only knew what race his opponent was a few minutes ago. So, obviously doing something like a 6-pool, which people do occasionally do versus a Protoss player, especially on a map with a relatively close rush distance like this, you know, it's something that's plausible because you don't know what race your opponent is. That is automatically ruled out. And let's take a look at how our Reddit post is doing. Reddit post up to 12 upvotes. And there's someone saying, I'm afraid to sign up because I've been playing so badly lately, and I'm just going to yell at him in all caps comment and tell him to do it. But for those of you that it might be your first time joining us, I know we only have 16 viewers, 15 viewers, 14 viewers dropping as I address you. You know, we're going to have to see what exactly these players do. But for those of you guys who it is our first time viewing us, this is rCraftGaming. We do these King of the Hills 6 nights a week for StarCraft players, ranging from bronze all the way up to masters in skill level. This, of course, being the master, it's kind of the high end of our skill, but each night is equally fun. You tune in for Masters League if you want to see some more, maybe a little more serious play, a little more analysis, and you can tune into bronze and have just as much fun just watching what they do, watch everyone commenting and occasionally trolling in the chat. And one of our most beloved casters of all time being TG Doctor. And I'm Alec. I'm going to be your caster this evening for however many games we have. Right now it looks to be only about 4 or so, but who knows, it might end up being more. And you can find me on twitter.com @AlecStarcraft, ELYK Starcraft, also youtube.com/AlecStarcraft, and twitch.tv/AlecStarcraft. So Chaos Theory going ahead, getting his Nexus up pretty quack right here. Korthaz, of course, went for that pool first, then threw down that natural hatchery, and here we have a drone going to take the third, going to hit right around where these minerals hit 300. But does Chaos Theory, is he up to something? I'm just letting Cloud. I'm just letting Cloud know I'll invite him after this game. But does Chaos Theory have something in mind? Does he want to try and cannon this out? It looks like he might want to. He knows the timing for that hatchery should be around 4 minutes, and he's going to pull back, and here we go. Some cananigans, or cannon shenanigans, and this is something that can be very tough to deal with as Zerg. However, if you can get a queen out quick enough and some Zerglings out, you can be okay, but the problem is, this is why I like to put an Overlord over my third, because then you see this coming, and even if you don't see it until, like, now, I'm telling you, it's a lot better than, you know, losing your third expansion. However, we're going to have to see what is Chaos Theory going to do, because if he just puts this cannon here, there's a fair chance it will be killed by Lings before killing this hatchery, but of course it will force a fair few Lings out of Korthaz. And of course the thing with playing Zerg is you definitely want to be making as many drones and as few units as possible. So we're going to have to see if that does anything. Now, Korthaz does have the Overlord here, and he might be watching these things and think, huh, these are a little more delayed than I thought they might be. Here we go, the cannon is going to finish up, and all of a sudden Korthaz is going to be like, oh, crap. And you see he's probably going to send down... Ooh, we forced a cancel on the hatchery! That is huge from Chaos Theory. So what is Korthaz going to do? Is he going to go and make another hatchery? Probably not, and that's what I was thinking. We see him immediately throw down 2 gases and a Roach Roar, and he says, okay, well, I'm all-inning you. And that's kind of just what happens as Zerg. If you get your third place denied, you can pretty easily just be like, okay, I'm going to all-in you, because all of a sudden you have a bunch of resources. You see, you have a pretty healthy drone count, because you were looking to drone all that time, 9 more on the way. And you can hit them with a pretty strong timing, and if they are not prepared, of course they did waste, what is this, 250 minerals right here, they can be in some trouble. You see Warp Gate's still going to be about 120 seconds from finishing. A robotics facility is on the way. We see Korthaz building 5 Overlords, and he's going to have building 6 Overlords. That actually might be a bit of overkill, but he's going to hit his opponent with a lot of roaches in the near future, and actually taking what one might look at as an aggressive 3rd expansion, just because of the fact that it's so far up. It will allow the player to allow Korthaz to maybe be a little more aggressive. He could actually really aggressively, if he just spread maybe, what, like 5 creep tumors, he'll be inside of his opponent's 3rd. So what is Korthaz going to do? Well, he has 9 roaches on the way. Chaos Theory is still about 70 seconds from finishing this, and we're going to have to see, is Korthaz going to be able to hit before his opponent has up enough defenses? Will he throw up more cannons? Will he get a lot of sentries? And it looks like, no, not right now. Instead, it looks like Korthaz is going to go and try and kill this cannon. Which, of course, does make some sense, since he has a 3rd on the way. But, oh my god, Chaos Theory with that spidey sense going ahead and throwing up a pylon back here. And the question is, will Korthaz see it? Oh, the hatchery is up now. Does he see the pylon? No, he does not. But as the creep spreads, he may well. And when a cannon goes down, he should definitely see it. And does Korthaz see it yet? No, but he will in just a second. And now he sees the cannon going down. How is he going to react? Well, this is a lot of units. And we see them immediately moving. And it's just like, wow, well, that's not going to do anything, Chaos Theory. Unfortunate for him. Will he have the time to cancel it and get back those resources? We will see. And we see Chaos Theory throwing down a whole ton of gateways. He's going ahead. He's got 2 more gases and he's getting sentries. So it looks like Chaos Theory is gearing up to try and be going for that 2-base Colossus all-in that many Protoss players have been favoring as of late. And of course, the thing is with this kind of build, when you're so Sentry and Colossus heavy, or Sentry and Immortal heavy, not Colossus, pardon me, you also have the option to expand, because of course this is really like the golden defensive unit, defensive composition, I guess I would say, versus Protoss player. And it is going to be a bit late. You see we're already at 950, but he is going to go ahead and research +1 armor as well. Rather interesting decision. Will of course benefit his zealots. They don't really benefit sentries any more than shield would, and they don't, well, I mean, I guess they kind of benefit immortals, just because of course immortals already have that hardened shield. Korthaz has a lot of units here, but what is his income looking like? Well, they're totally equal on workers, and once again, that is not good for Korthaz. You see he's way behind, or way ahead on supply, but when that supply is all roaches and your opponent literally has like sentries and immortals, it can be tough no matter how many roaches you have. And is a lair completed? Does he have a lair started? Oh, he's just starting the lair, and that is going to hurt him. Because that's going to mean, well, these roaches are slow. They cannot outrun stalkers. It essentially kind of means once he commits, he's going to be in some trouble if it starts going poorly for him. And what is he going to do? Is he he's going to check for a 3rd, which of course he has no idea of. You might want to have an Overlord there, and he's going to poke in. But what is he going to see? He's going to see no 3rd, and he says, well, alright, I guess I'm not going to attack right now then. He's just picking more and more units, and he might be looking to max out on Roachling and then just straight attack his opponent, but Chaos Theory is going to be pushing out across the map, and we're going to have to see, can he do some work here? This is a grand total of, what is that, 7 sentries with between 3 and 4 force fields on each of them on average, so that's about 25 force fields right there, and that is a lot. He has a proxy pylon up. Of course, it'll only get his opponent's 4th, but of course that 4th is essential in killing your opponent. Only if you can do it. And so what he's actually going to do, wow, he's actually going to hit in one place with the zealots running up in the other. Now, Korthaz, it seems, does see that. So he's running over there, but at the same time, his base is going to get hit over here, and this is going to hurt him a whole bunch. These roaches are going to get absolutely decimated, and all of a sudden, you see Korthaz, the streak of orange running across the minimap, and he's going to be like, oh, crap. That's a lot of units. And you see he's way behind on supply, but look at how fast this thing falls. That is only roaches and zerglings. The roaches and the zerglings don't even have speed yet. And Chaos Theory is going to be able to abuse the sentry force fields so very hard. And here we go, and okay, thank you very much, Jerome. No, I will not be spelling monster on my keyboard. Here we go, a lot of force fields going down, great ones as well. Totally bottlenecking the Zerg player, and he is so slow with those units, he's like, oh god. The thing is, Chaos Theory is, of course, once again on, like, almost equal income with his opponent, and he's just going to be plowing through this here again. This is going to be a big engagement, but some good force fields going off, and if Korthaz chooses to engage now, Chaos Theory is going to have such a better concave. He's just keeping his opponent locked out right now. Killing all the overlords. Korthaz saying my keyboard is messed up. GG. So, just like that, ladies and gentlemen, game